Well, the way in which I would describe Bob is very dedicated, smart, direct with his communication and his ability to associate with others. Certainly someone who's interested in accomplishing goals and objectives that an organization has.
Bob is contagious and people say, hey, this guy really cares.
Bob has taught me to put my faith to action, to dare to dream big, to follow through on those dreams, and to serve the community with all my heart.
I took some accounting classes and actually graduated with a degree in accounting and a minor in mathematics, and I've been in public accounting since I graduated from St. Cloud State in 1976.
Besides being a super accountant, and he has time to help people in need by joining committees and being on the board for many of the social service organizations, the nonprofit organizations in St. Cloud.
I think nowadays there are so many charities and there are so many great causes, and with a lot of the cutbacks at the federal level and at the state level, that there's more of a need today than ever for people to be more charitable and help the local charities meet their missions.
Bob's faith, his generosity, and his willingness to serve has been so apparent to all of us at Birthline. He's served as a treasurer on the board of directors for years, and he's gone beyond that, both to offer informal advice to us through the years, as well as to step forward and do anything he could to donate and give directly to our cause.
I got involved in Birthline many years ago as the treasurer, and I was on the board of directors for 9 years. The normal term was 6, but they didn't kick me off, so I stayed an extra 3 years, and have been helping them out with certain things off and on since that time. And I think it's a great organization in the community, and I'm happy to have helped them out and continue to help them out.
Bob has ran more than 67 marathons. Of those, he was scheduled to do his 50th state marathon in Colorado. He made the decision that year to do that event in honor of Birthline.
In 2008, I ran my first marathon for charity and raised a lot of money for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and that was a lot of fun, but a little bit of work trying to raise that much money. And then in 2011, I ran for Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, raised some money for them. And in 2013, my 50th state marathon, I ran for Birthline and helped them with a major fundraiser.
Bob's goal was to raise $50,000, and in true Kovell fashion, he raised $67,000 to support our mission and the men and women in our community.
I first learned about the Community Foundation many, many years ago, being a St. Cloud resident when it got started, and initially with my involvement in Cathedral High School, being part of the Educational Foundation. Cathedral Educational Foundation was one of the first major contributors to get the Community Foundation Fund balance going.
For 20 or more years, he has personally created and maintained a spreadsheet of our investments, and month after month after month, year after year, he carefully records the investment performance so that the other trustees and other individuals can understand where we've been and where we're going with our foundation assets.
I'm involved in something called the Good Samaritan Fund, which is a fund of the Community Foundation. And the mission of the Good Samaritan Fund is to help people with a one-time crisis that have nowhere else to turn. And I've been involved in that for several years, and that's to me, that's a great thing that the Community Foundation has developed under its wing, so to speak.
I think his legacy will be that people will look at him and remember him, that again, that he is a super accountant, is top-notch in his industry, and but yet he took time to help people in need.
Well, I tell people that if you're really going to be part of public accounting and part of the community, you need to get involved and you need to give back, because we're all taking things from the community and we're all doing our part, but we also need to give a little bit back, because usually when you give, you get a lot back. And a lot of times you get more back than you give.
I think Bob's legacy in the St. Cloud community, and certainly specifically at Cathedral, is his dedication, his loyalty, his care, his concern, his interest in the long-term strength and stability of not only our organization, but the St. Cloud community as a whole.
Bob has changed lives through his service, and there are people walking in this community today that would not be here without Bob.